How would you feel if you knew that your energy is coming from a source that has near zero emissions, is safer than all other forms of energy and results in fewer deaths and accidents, is incredibly inexpensive, is sustainable, takes up very little land area, is incredibly efficient, works 24 hours of the day, and has minimal effect on the surrounding environment? Sounds almost too good to be true. What if I were to tell you that this technology not only exists, but has been researched and developed for the better part of the last century? What if I were to tell you that this energy is nuclear? A different picture comes to mind. One of death, of war, of destruction. How could something seemingly so good and beneficial be viewed so negatively by society? Well, to begin, we have to start from the beginning and look to how this has changed over time. From the dawn of the atomic era to the present day, a large ideological shift has overtaken society in terms of nuclear energy, from the energy of the future to a relic of the past, as a result of nuclear meltdowns, overregulation, and renewable technology. So to begin, let us look at the 1950s where it all began. Starting in 1953, a film known as A is for Atom came out that was very popular and widely received at the time. This film promoted atomic energy for not only its use in energy, but also in medicine and research and other fields. Furthermore, children's toys were developed at that time that promoted the technology to children of the day, allowing more people to get engaged with the technology and become more used to it as a future. However, this was not always the case, as we can quickly see moving into 1979, when the 3 Mile Island accident struck the plant in Pennsylvania. During this accident, a small amount of radiation was released into the atmosphere. Even though it was small, widespread skepticism came about the technology, with people reporting that 42% of people following the disaster reported that their views had been negatively impacted on nuclear energy and would be less likely to support it in the future. Moving into 1986, the Chernobyl accident was the largest in history. It had even more profound effects than the last one, both physically and emotionally. During this event, radiation was spread throughout all of Eastern Europe, causing numerous deaths and casualties as a result. However, the polls affected nuclear energy so significantly that an all-time high was reached of 66% of people in the United States opposed to nuclear energy as an energy source. Furthermore, moving into the 2000s, in 2010, nuclear energy recovered. It reached an all-time high of 70% of people approving expanding nuclear industry. However, just 1 year later, in 2011, disaster struck. The Fukushima plant, following an earthquake and tsunami, meltdown, causing the numbers to drop by 14% of people, fewer people in support of nuclear energy. However, most countries remain strong. Countries such as the United States and France actively sought to keep this energy as the future of the world. President Obama, for example, went out stating that this energy is a vital part of our energy future and is necessary for us as a country to survive. However, some of the issues in the 1900s are different from the issues now. The issues now lie more in regulation and man-made issues. For example, nuclear reprocessing is a popular technique used in countries such as France, which has a large nuclear industry. This technology is used to reuse spent nuclear waste in reactors to make it more efficient and to effectively reduce the amount of waste that's produced. However, during the Carter administration, this technology was banned because of concerns that it could be used in plutonium bombs. Furthermore, during the Obama administration, a large emphasis was put during his re-election campaign on closing the Yucca Mountain Nuclear Repository Project, which was intended as a long-term solution to nuclear waste. However, this was closed in order to secure his re-election and vote in Nevada, and had very little technical backing behind it today, and set back the program over 30 years. As a more modern issue with nuclear energy, people are shifting their views from nuclear energy to renewable energy as these technologies become more prominent, and public figures such as Elon Musk, Tesla's CEO, promote this technology with the use of solar panels and such as a viable energy future. However, this energy is not perfect, and solar energy, for example, only works 20% of the time or 25% of the time at 20% efficiency, whereas nuclear is 92% of the time at 91% efficiency. These numbers simply don't add up. So to secure our future and prevent against climate change in the future, which is an inevitability that we all face in the end, we must become more like France and transition into nuclear energy and turn this relic of the past back into an energy of the future that we all can use for future generations. Thank you.